distractions, negative self-talk, and letting mistakes get to you are a sure way to derail your performance. See, athletes who succeed, they don't do so because they somehow evade trials and challenges. They succeed because they develop a skill set that allows them to overcome the challenges and trials that they face. And coaching, focus, and awareness is a crucial component of helping your athletes be able to do that. So with your coaching, your clients and your athletes will finally be able to display a highly trained level of present moment focus and self-awareness so they can block out distractions, navigate adversity, and perform consistently at their best and shine their brightest when it means the most if you know how to coach Pillar 3, focus and awareness. As coaches and athletes, we know that your focus determines your future. And what I want to do is I want to share with you a couple strategies that you can use to help you increase your focus through training. One of those strategies is called a concentration grid. And if you go to briancain.com/cgrid, which I'm going to link below this video, you'll be able to access the #1 focus and awareness training tool that I've used with my coaches and athletes for over 2 decades. It's something that was first brought to my attention by the great Harvey Dorfman. He was a mental performance coach in Major League Baseball for a number of years. He wrote the books, The Mental Game of Baseball, The Mental ABCs of Pitching, Mental Keys to Hitting. And I had a privilege, to spend some time with Harvey at his house in Brevard County, North Carolina. And I remember driving with him and I said, Harvey, what's the #1 thing that you know now you wish you knew when you were just getting started in the mental game? I was in my early 30s, he was in his early 70s. And he said, if you want people to grow and you want people to change, it follows a 3-step process: awareness, strategy, action. He said, people don't know what they don't know, so you got to educate them to raise their awareness. Then as a coach, you got to give them the strategies that they use to close that gap from where they are to where they want to be, and then they got to take responsibility and put it into action, and you've got to give them accountability, clarity, and support so that they do put it into action. And that's made so much sense to me in my coaching career. Awareness, strategy, action. You see, awareness is the first step to growth. And why I think concentration grids are such a great training tool is it allows you to develop an awareness and train and heighten your focus. So with concentration grids, you'll get a grid that has 100 numbers on it, 00 to 99. And when you go to briancain.com/cgrid, all you're going to do is click on the number and you'll see the number turn a different color, and then you know you've clicked on that number and you click the next one and you go through from 00 to 99, you keep track of your time. And what you'll find is that your mind will wander to different thoughts, just like it does during competition. Your mind will wander to negative self-talk like it does in competition. And then you're training your ability to bring it back. Because your ability to succeed as an athlete, as a coach, it's not hocus pocus, it's not magic. It's focus, refocus. Look, you're going to get distracted. When you do, you have to bring it back to the next pitch, the next shot, and ask yourself, what's my next best decision? When you're able to do that, that's focus and awareness. Now, when we talk about awareness, I want to share another strategy with you. It's one of my favorite strategies I picked up from a book that's had the most impact on my life called Heads Up Baseball, written by Dr. Ken Ravizza and Tom Hansen. And in the book, they share the analogy of driving a car, coming to a signal light. And when you drive a car and you come to a green light, what do? Right? You go. What do you do when you stop? When you come to a red light, you stop. But what if it's yellow? That's where awareness kicks in. Think about it. When you're driving a car and you come to a yellow light, sometimes you slow down, but sometimes you speed up and get through it. And you make that decision, how fast? That fast, by asking yourself, is there approaching traffic at the intersection? How far am I from the light? Is there any ice on the road? Is it cold? What time of day is it? And where in the world am I? Is there ice on the road? Is there a cop behind me? What do I do? Boom, you make that decision that fast. Well, that's awareness kicking in. And we use the analogy, thank you, Dr. Ravizza, thank you, Dr. Hansen, of signal lights in athletic performance. You see, when you're in green lights, you're in control of yourself. And you have to be in control of yourself before you can control your performance. And you have very little control of what goes on around you and total control of how you choose to respond to it. Yellow lights is I'm starting to lose control. Red lights is I've lost control. In an athletic performance, you spend the majority of your time in yellow lights. And when that happens, as a coach, you have to train your athletes to have something to go to be able to take those yellow lights and get back towards the green. Think about it as the 10-80-10 rule, a bell curve. 10% of the time you're in green lights, you can succeed at the professional level. 10% of the time you're in red lights, you wouldn't get it done at the high school level. 80% of the time you're in yellow lights. And the tools that you have that I teach in my Mental Performance Mastery Coaches certification that you can then take as a coach and share with your clients and athletes. The tools that I teach in my 30 Days to Mental Performance Mastery for Athletes course. Those are the tools that you need to help you take those 80% of the time yellow lights and shift them towards the green. Look, if you don't have something to go to under pressure, you are going to crack. And as athletes and coaches, we don't rise to the occasion. This is not motivational speaker talk where you're gonna rise to the occasion. No, you're gonna sink to your training. And when you sink to your training, that's when you're going to get exposed. Have you done the mental performance work that you need to give yourself the best chance for success under pressure, under stress? And if you haven't, that's why we're doing these videos. To help train you in my system, the 10 pillars of mental performance mastery that gives you a significant competitive edge because you're now actually training the missing link in athletic performance, your mental game. Look, your focus determines your future. Awareness is the first step to growth. And I want to share with you exactly how to close that gap from where you are to where you want to be through mental performance training. All you have to do is join my email list below, segment yourself into what sports you're interested in. What role do you play? Are you a coach? Are you an athlete? Are you a baseball player, football player, golfer? What are you into so that I can make sure I send you my best content specific for you? Join the email list below. Let's quit playing with swords and let's train to be ninjas. Dominate the day.